you know. We're live again.
Would that mean that we can't have viewers?
I don't know. I've never monitored the viewers to see how many we had while we were recording or pre-recording or anything. We'll have to try that out sometime.
Yep.
How it works. All right. You ready?
Do it. Oh, shit. Actually, hold on a second. Okay, I'm good now. That was fucked up. My mouse just said, you know what, I'm not going to be connected anymore. I got the Bluetooth pop up like, mouse disconnected. What?
Change out your batteries. Stop being stingy, dude. Stop digging batteries out of other people's trash cans.
No. My batteries are good on this. It's, actually says battery level 100%. Strange, because I know it's not true. It can't be true.
Seconds ago and it wasn't connected.
All right. Ready when you are, sir.
The mark at 3520 in my audio.
That's a good point.
Good double mark now.
What's the button again? I'm just kidding.
I wait about half a second, then hit it 3 times again, so it makes a double mark, so it's easier to find.
Oh, wow.
It stands out.
Look at you.
I know. That's what happens when you start editing these fucking things on a regular basis. You're like, I gotta make my life easier. This is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to the Ritual Misery Podcast, episode beta 23 for Wednesday, the 11th of February, 2015. This is the show where 2 lifelong friends talk about geek stuff and whatever else comes to mind. I'm Amos, and with me, as always, is my friend Ken.
Hey, what's up, man?
When you start editing these fucking things on a regular basis, you're like, I gotta make my life easier. It's bullshit. All right, here we go.
Okay.
What?
What just happened?
I don't know. Welcome to the Ritual Misery Podcast, episode beta 23 for Wednesday, the 11th of February, 2015. This is the show where 2 lifelong friends talk about geek stuff and whatever else comes to mind. I'm Amos, and with me, as always, is my friend Ken.
Hey, what's up, man? What? Oh, no.
We're in a loop, dude.
What just happened?
Welcome to the Ritual Misery Podcast, episode beta 23 for Wednesday, the 11th of February, 2015. This is the show where 2 lifelong friends talk about geek stuff and whatever else comes to mind. I'm Amos, and with me, as always, is my friend Ken.
Hey, what's up, man?
Like, you're hearing that, right?
Yes. I'm definitely hearing that.
What?
Oh, no.
We're in a loop.
What just happened?
Holy crap. Okay, so I have all my recordings paused.
Alright, I just paused mine. What the hell is that? Hey, what's up, man?
Like, you're hearing that, right?
I'm definitely hearing that. Oh, no. What just happened?
Holy crap. Okay, so I have all my recordings paused.
Oh.
I'm gonna save everything and close it down real quick.
Alright, I just paused mine. What the hell is that? Hey, what's up, man?
Like, you're hearing that, right? So I have all my recordings.
Oh.
I'm gonna save everything and close it down real quick.
Alright. What the hell is that?
I have all my recordings.
Oh.
I'm gonna close it down real quick.
What the hell is that? That's god awful. Son of a bitch.
I think you laugh at the same part every time. So every time you laugh, it adds the same laugh area.
Oh shit.
Worst experience.
Oh god. My vocal cords are gonna be shot for this show.
Oh yeah. See, this is what we get for recording. You never told me who broadcast, dude. I think the same part every time. So every time you laugh, it adds the same laugh area.
Oh shit.
Worst.
Oh god. My vocal cords are gonna be shot for this show.
Recording. You never told me who broadcast, dude. I think the same part every time. So every time you laugh, it adds the same laugh area. Worst.
Okay, so
Okay, so
a couple years ago, I downloaded an app for my iPhone called Talking Tom.
yeah.
It's an animated cat. When you talk.
You never told me who broadcast, dude.
Oh, this is so fucking annoying. But anyway, the app will repeat what you said, but in a cartoon, like kind of a high pitched voice. It's supposed to be the cat talking back to you. Tom is the name of the cat.
Okay, so
A couple years ago, I downloaded an app for my iPhone called Talking Tom.
yeah.
It's an animated cat. When you talk. Hello. Hello. No audio from you.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, stand by. How about now?
Yep.
You can?
Yep.
Okay. I had to
Okay.
reselect my mixer as my output device or input device. So I figured out what the problem was.
Yeah. Oh God.
I had one of my tabs. I had opened the event page. So as we were recording, it was feeding into the event page, and then like several seconds later, coming from the event page, feeding back to us. That's why it didn't start until we started broadcasting. Completely useless.
Mm. Oh God. Okay.
Like, how do you like that, huh?
Oh fuck. So to finish my story, Talking Tom.
Back up, yeah.
Talking Tom was this fucking iPhone app. And there's this little cartoon cat that you would talk to it, whatever you would say, like it would listen, like it would even do a little animated thing. It would listen while you were talking,
Yeah.
and then it would repeat what you would say. It would basically just, it was recording when it's listening, it's recording, and it plays back what you said, but in kind of like a high-pitched cartoony voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing had me in fucking tears and a sore throat. I should be recording this. I fucking pause my recording.
I am not recording as of yet.
And I just hit record again. Okay, so anywho, Talking Tom. So it would repeat what I'd say, but in a funny voice, and I thought it was funny, so I laughed. It was just kind of a chuckle, you know, like ha ha ha. But then it would repeat back my chuckle, and that was funnier than what it had said previous.
You'd end up in a loop.
So I would start laughing even harder at that. So it went from a ha ha to a ha ha ha, and then it would repeat that, and that went from, you know what I mean? It just escalated, and the harder I laughed, the funnier it sounded to me when it was played back, and it got to the point where I couldn't fucking breathe. And he would even say, like, I'd be laughing, I'm like, I can't fucking breathe, and then it would say it back to me, I can't fucking breathe. Oh, it was bad. It was really bad. Your video went dark. Like, it's there. I can see you picking your nose, but it's very opaque. What the fuck? There it is. No audio. I have no audio.
How about now?
There it is. Yep.
I said I don't know why you gotta be calling me out. I am resuming my recordings.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm gonna put a couple of marks in here. We're about to start, yeah?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. So here we go. I put 3 marks. Just for the fuck of it.
Yeah. All right. Let's actually do this time. El Biro.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, have you ever noticed that your balls are like the cords behind the TV? Like you straighten them out, they're not, you know, nothing's happening back there, but they somehow end up in a rat's nest. I'm talking about the cords behind the TV. Anyway.
I have very, very little, not none, but very little interest in what you do with your testicles. Just so we're clear.
No, but I was just gonna make the analogy that like the cords behind the TV, you know, you're not doing anything to manipulate your balls either, but they end up somehow bunched up in your underwear.
It's awesome. Okay, let's do it. Let me get my show notes back here.
Oh, don't forget your timer. I forgot my timer last time.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, we're all over it tonight. Holy shit.
Yeah, we're making.
God damn. You'd think we're noobs or something.
All right, here we go. Well, this is the 23rd time we've actually said, hey, this is like we're gonna, okay. So let's go.
Yeah.
We gotta come out of beta soon enough, man.
Yeah. Yep.
At this point, the only question is, when we come out of beta, do we just continue the numbers and just drop the beta tag, or do we start from 1?
Or we could just ride the beta tag into posterity. This is episode beta 164.
We've been doing this for 3 years, still in beta.
It could be the running joke.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Of course, it's not going to be a running joke now that we just said it's going to be a running joke.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's kind of like the remember back in the 90s where every fucking webpage had the under construction banner at the top?
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, it's a fucking webpage. It's meant to be constantly changing, so. And just like a podcast is going to continue to evolve.
Nope, we're going to stay static. We're going to cover the same subject from this point on every day.
Okay. I'll try to memorize my lines too. Just
keep watching throughout the week. Get it memorized, so you can just repeat it.
I imagine we get pretty good at that after a while.
I can't even do the intro without reading it. I mean, where am I?
Truth.
All right, here we go, man. Me. Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Ritual Misery Podcast, episode beta 23 for Wednesday, the 11th of February, 2015. This is the show where two lifelong friends talk about geek stuff and whatever else comes to mind. I'm Amos, and with me, as always, is my friend Kent. How you doing, Kent?
Good, man. How you doing?
Now we're actually getting this thing on the road, and it's like 20 minutes in. I'm good. Like, I'm very happy recording right now and not hearing myself record.
Oh man, what is it with technical difficulties lately?
Picnic. Problem in chair, not in computer. I mean,
yeah.
Error there.
It happens.
Yeah. Apparently, more often with us than with other shows.
Nah, they're just not telling us.
That could very well be. All right, and and with technical difficulties, I just started my timer.
Oh, good call. Picnic.
Awesome. All right, man. So how was your week?
It was pretty good. Lots of interesting things going on. Today is windy, like ridiculously so. I woke up to wind, and it's still windy now, and there has not been a break in between. Lawn furniture all over the yard, people's trash in my yard, all day. It's pretty crazy. Like I was in Texas.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Like you were here.
Yeah. A few interesting things happened this week. Got a new refrigerator. Had a run-in with a cop. Went to the doctor. Turns out I have a rotator cuff issue. It's just like a strain, like a muscle strain kind of thing in my rotator cuff. So.
Falling apart? Do I finally get to make fun of you for the parts of your body that don't work?
Yeah, I think my old man body is catching up to me. I've
recorded this for years.
I waited it until I was an old man. Well, I'm not really an old man. I'm in my 30s, for God's sake. But I waited till now to start doing athletic things. And my body's like, dude, come on, you're not 20. What the fuck are you doing?
You're a little late.
And yeah, so it's just taking my body, I guess, time to adjust to the higher level of athleticism. So we'll see how that goes. But you might have missed me mentioning I had a run-in with a cop.
Nope, didn't miss it.
No, Monday night it was, got pulled over. I was coming home from karate, got pulled over. I was like, really? What the hell? I know I wasn't speeding. I didn't run a stop sign. My lights are on. What's going on? And it turns out my license plate light was burnt out. We got some bored cops in Alamogordo. So yeah, yesterday I went to AutoZone and picked up a bulb, and yay, I'm not in violation of the law anymore.
Did he give you a ticket?
No, no, thank God.
Good there then.
Oh, I'd have been upset with him.
Nice.
How was your week?
My week spent some time with my sister-in-law, still at the hospital, still getting all that cleared up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's really my weekend in a nutshell. Not a whole lot going on, really. Took last week off, screwed up the website, had to work all day Saturday, ended up spending the entire day since the network was down at work on my computer, tethered to my phone, and working on the website, and ended up jacking it up anyway, trying to fix it on Sunday, and editing the podcast finally on Monday, getting that out, and then it didn't work, or was that Sunday? Either way. Then it didn't work, so I had to redo the website. So anybody that does subscribe to us end up probably getting double the feeds, and hopefully it's not just like before. And when I publish this one later on, it'll just publish straight to the feeds, and I won't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh yeah.
I think iTunes finally caught up to having episode 22 in it, but we'll see. So
Well, see, and that was a weird thing because as soon as you uploaded it, or well, as soon as the feed published anyway, my iTunes app was downloading it. So yeah, it was weird. But when I went to the feed to actually view the episodes in the queue, yeah, it wasn't there. And only like half the episodes were there. It's kind of,
yeah,
I don't know, it's a really weird problem.
something between uh, WordPress, the WordPress installation that I had on the website, and which I don't even know if that's a security risk me saying that, but
Whatever. It's a yeah. I don't know.
I've proven
It's
like
working now.
run like the fourth revision of the site in the last week and a half. I know how to delete WordPress, and between that, Blueberry, which does all of our tracking, see how many downloads we get and stuff like that, and iTunes, and me, probably mostly right here. This is probably the main circuit board problem right here.
Right.
Uh, but learning some PHP, and that was pretty fun. But it is what it is. Um, so you did not watch a TED Talk this week.
No, I didn't. I fully intended to. Today got busy with family and completely spaced it.
Like you're getting behind here, dude.
Yeah, I'll make up for it. I'll watch like 6 of them right after this show. No, probably not. But I will try to catch up.
I watched a video by Tom Wujec or I don't know Wujec. It's called "Got a Wicked Problem." First, tell me how to toast. And the quick synopsis of this is: if you give a person a piece of paper and tell them draw how to make toast, no words, just draw how to make toast. You vary greatly between the very simple, like here's a picture of bread in a toaster, all the way to uh, pulling it out of, growing the grain and going through and putting butter on the toast after the end and enjoying it, eating it or whatever. Um, if you give them index cards and tell them, okay, use the index cards or the sticky notes and make it, you end up with more steps but greater detail. And then if you take a group and tell the group to do the same thing, you end up with this nice area in between that kind of optimizes the detail versus clarity. And if you do it in silence, they actually work faster and have better trains or better nodes and connections. So I thought that was a pretty interesting experiment. It's
Hmm.
basically a way to take your business or your organization or your family or whatever and break down your processes, and so you can focus on the individual aspects of it instead of seeing the whole picture too big. Really cool.
Interesting.
Yep. Um, well, and my geek thing of the week this week, I geeked out over apple juice.
Apple juice.
Yeah, Martinelli's apple juice. It's not from concentrate. It's not boiled down. It's actual apple juice. No sugar added. No artificial flavors or anything else. It's delicious. It tastes like you're drinking an apple. And I found out that a bunch of people at work had never had it, so my wife actually bought some and I took it to work and have been doing shots of it with everybody for like. It's
Oh
it's a
well.
it's an apple juice. It costs about $8 a gallon. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's very good, very very delicious. Um,
Hmm.
very crisp. It's Definitely a premium product. Man, it's delicious. You should try it. Martinelli's apple juice.
Right on. So while you were doing something healthy, I was putting unhealthy things in my body. I went to Burger King on when was that? Monday or Tuesday.
Right.
Went to Burger King, and after I was done eating my meal, I went out and slaughtered some Jedi, and it took me a while to figure out why I did that. Um, for the video watchers, I've got the artifact right here in the shot. Yeah, my Burger King receipt said order 66, and me being
foreboding text as well.
yes, absolutely is.
It's not like 66 unicorns with a number underneath it or anything, you know.
Oh no, it's this big black box with the words order 66
Whited out.
written in it. Yeah. Oh, the geek in me immediately spotted that when I was handing my receipt, and yeah, that was I totally geeked out on that. Probably more than is healthy for a normal person. So that was my geeky thing of the week.
You sent that to me, and I noticed the fact that it's on South Street.
Right. Oh yeah, I almost pulled your geek card for that one.
Yeah, but then I've showed it at work, and I've got a mixed bag between supposed geeks or nerds or whatever. It's about 50-50 on who gets the South and who gets the Order 66.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't feel
maybe I should poll my coworkers.
my completely unscientific poll of, hey man, what do you see when you look at this? Look at this picture on my phone and tell me what you think. And they're like, you really shouldn't be showing us that at work, should you?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, what is this world coming to?
It could be coming to some pretty nasty stuff.
Yeah, like it could be coming to its destruction.
Possibly.
Or even just the destruction of humankind.
Yeah. Existential risks, as they're called.
Yeah. So, if the world was going to end, like next week or next month or next year, what do you think is going to take us out, man? Is it going to be zombies or alien invasion or the robot uprising? I mean, what's going to happen? What do you think?
Okay, so we are talking about plausible, catastrophic, or plausible apocalyptic events scenarios, and so I considered viruses or viruses.
I think it's viruses.
Whatever. And I considered that. I considered that leading into a zombie scenario. Considered extraterrestrial bodies smashing into Earth, or just passing by and dropping, turning out a life form that eats us all or anything. Aliens stopping by, and it seemed to me like, because we're going to talk about a few of these in a little bit more detail, but the one that scares me the most is the one that is right in front of my face, like all the time. And by that, I'm talking about the singularity.
The singularity.
Skynet.
Yeah.
Once the computers realize that they're smarter than us.
Yeah, and we seem to be ushering that in. Like we try to make our computers smarter. We try to make them more human-like.
Because just like everything else in life, we're stupid humans and we think we can control it.
Right. Have you read Isaac Asimov's books?
Yeah. Actually, I have actually read a few of them. So yeah, it's kind of scary stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things that, if the machines were to rise against us, I don't think this is going to be in our lifetime, but maybe in our kids' lifetimes. Computers are going to be to the point where, the robot made from the Jetsons, that's going to be a thing. Not exactly in that form, but something like that. We're going to have machines that can have conversations with us and do tasks that we ask them to do. And you know that's coming, and we're just going to keep making them smarter and smarter and giving them more autonomy. And who knows, man? I mean, we were talking about the Internet of Things a few weeks ago. All these robots are going to be talking to each other.
Yep.
So what one learns, he, she, it, whatever, shares with all the others. Who knows, man?
We're gonna have Decepticons in no time.
Oh man, what would you rather face, Decepticons or Skynet?
I don't see they're not the same thing.
But basically, yeah, just well,
To me,
Skynet was homegrown though. We brought Skynet upon ourselves. The Decepticons came from somewhere else. They invaded us. But whatever. In the end, it's all the same. Yeah. So something that could take out the robot uprising is something that could also inflict an apocalyptic thing on us. What about a global EMP? Whether it's an event triggered by solar flares or maybe even a weapon that someone develops that basically just takes out all of our electronic infrastructure.
That would be what was that show that they just had not too long ago, where all the electricity just went away?
I have no idea. Whatever it is, I've never seen it.
I didn't. I only watched like part of an episode because my mom was watching it. It wasn't very good.
Well, thanks for mentioning it. No, but a global EMP, that, you know, life as we know it would stop, at least for a while, at least until we figured out how to put all of our stuff back together.
Talking about a technological collapse.
Yeah, exactly. And
current version of the Dark Ages.
Right. But I think it would be short-lived. That one, I would discount that one. There would be global panic, but we wouldn't know that it would be global panic because we'd have no way of knowing that it extended further than our own neighborhoods.
Right.
But I think the infrastructure would be back online within a month or two at the most. So I think it'd be just a kind of a hiccup.
You're talking about a bad thing to have, but catastrophic event, but nothing that's going to wipe us out from the face of the earth.
Yeah, exactly. Global EMP. Okay, we talked about that. Another weapon, nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
Yeah. The old mutually assured destruction thing. If somebody launches a nuke at somebody else, then they're going to launch a nuke at them. Then their allies going to retaliate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then the world is just going to be a nuclear winter, and that's going to kill a lot of people. I don't know. Again, with this one, it's going to be bad, and it's going to have some really long-term effects, not just on people, but also on plants and animals, and with that, it's going to cause us problems as well. Because you take out the plants and the animals, what are we going to eat? Yeah. It's gonna have a severe effect on our population, but I don't think that would take us out permanently as a species.
Okay, something that I think could take us out would be what they call the mega tsunami. Activity that causes an earthquake, that causes, there's about 4 different ways you could generate it up that I can think of, but the mega tsunami, the huge wave that 2/3 of the world's surface is covered with water. You get enough motion going on, you can clear vast areas of life. Again, I don't think that's going to be something that kills off the entire human race, but it would definitely have a permanent effect on a drastic and permanent effect on several areas, especially areas that aren't in Texas. That
yeah, I think Texas would be relatively unscathed, at least in the short term.
Yeah. Yeah, the economy would collapse because of it, because of all the oil. But whatever. We've already covered that one.
Sure, sure. Yeah. But again, that's one of those a catastrophe that would change things, but it's not going to take us out permanently. Um,
I mean,
yeah.
anybody that
So
allergies is bullcrap.
yeah. Volcanoes. What about a super volcano? People think of the Hollywood version of a volcano where it spews lava and fire and stuff into the sky, and then it pours down the mountain and then takes out the village at the base of the mountain, and then that's it. Oh man, sucks to be those poor villagers. But volcanoes do a lot more than that. Especially if you're talking about super volcanoes, which there's several of them actually in existence on our planet. If they were to erupt in a very major way, we're going to be in trouble. Um, they're not just going to take out the little village at the bottom of the mountain. It's going to spew all sorts of ash and gases into the atmosphere that's going to spread around to the entire planet. The soot, the soot in the atmosphere is going to block out the sun. This actually happened in I want to say it was like 1835 or something like that. They called it the summerless year or something like that, or what did they call it? I don't know, something like that. Where basically they went a really long time without seeing the sun. That's going to have some major effects. Just that alone, not getting any sunlight, is going to have a huge effect. It's going to kill plants. People are not going to have crops to harvest. The ash and all of the different chemicals that are now in our atmosphere is going to change the composition of what we breathe, and that's going to have serious health effects. That's something that, if it was enough volcanoes and large enough eruptions, especially if it was like multiple eruptions and whatnot, that's globally catastrophic, and that could potentially take us out.
Right. That'd be much bad.
Yeah, and that's one of those that there's nothing we'd be able to do about it if it was happening.
Since we mentioned it before, let's talk about asteroidal impact and other cosmic threats.
Hmm. Yeah, asteroid. We just a couple of weeks ago we talked about the asteroid that passed. What was it? 3 times the distance of our moon.
Right.
That would have been really bad if that had hit us.
Yeah. Of course, there's still the theory that our moon was something that collided with us, and ended up, the moon is the resulting debris that was ejected from the Earth.
Hmm.
So, yeah, that's one that I don't really worry about, because again, they're not going to tell us. We're not going to know.
Yeah. I tend to agree with you on that. I mean, of course they're going to get Bruce Willis on the line, and as long as Bruce Willis is around, I think we're okay.
Bruce Willis, right?
From asteroids. Oh man, but yeah, that's one of those that if you get an asteroid a couple miles wide, we're done. It's going to impact, and we're going to have a nuclear winter from that. If anyone survives, there's going to be a nuclear winter, and it's going to be bad. And I think that would wipe out the species.
All right. So, do you have any others that you want to cover in particular?
I've got one more that fascinates me, because most of the other ones that we talked about these are things that I've been thinking about since I was a kid. Have you ever heard of diatoms?
It seems familiar, but my nerd brain is not computing.
Yeah, diatoms are a type of algae, basically, and algae, whatever, some little thing. Yeah, but it's very prevalent on this earth. It's a very it's got a really wide range. It's all over the place. It's everywhere. It's basically in every body of water. Anyway, so these things, they feed off of something, and then they therefore produce something. So basically, they feed off of photosynthesis, the photons that the sun puts out. It converts it to sugar. That breaks down into hydrogen, oxygen from the water, and basically the oxygen that we breathe is from lots of different plants, but the diatoms are a major contributor to the oxygen that we breathe. Well, that didn't always used to be the case. A long time ago, they expelled something other than oxygen, and there was other things that were thriving that were not. Oh, this is all scientific theory, of course, but there were other things thriving that did not require oxygen. And when they mutated and started using photosynthesis and resulting in oxygen, it started to kill off the prevalent species at the time and gave rise to oxygen-craving species, and that's what we have now. Well, if a mutation was to occur and the diatoms started liking salt, for example, we are not going to survive that because they're going to.
I'm assuming they have a much smaller life cycle and therefore a higher rate of mutation naturally.
Right, but for them to change, completely on what they want to consume, that's something that, that's we're talking far flung.
Right.
But if that was to happen, and salt is sodium chloride, right? When you break this down and put it into a gaseous form and put it out into the atmosphere, you've got chlorine gas. That's deadly to us.
Right.
Now, in the beginning, it would be small because there's all these other plants that are producing oxygen, and then there's more of that than there is of the chlorine gas in the beginning. But as they continue to grow and multiply and everything else, then it's going to be, it's going to become a very bad problem. Now, this is something that's not, if this mutation actually happened today, in our lifetimes, or our kids or grandkids or their grandkids, it's not going to be in their lifetime when humans die off. But I thought it was interesting because this is something I'd never heard of until I researched the topic for this week. But this is something that could very likely happen at some point in the future, and that could spell the end of mankind one day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That kind of leads
thought it
me.
was interesting.
That leads me to the most fascinating part about this. Fascinating. I just turned into a Missourian there,
You totally did.
or Wisconsin, or whatever. Um, the most fascinating part about this that I found was how much information and research is being done on this. Um, international societies, national societies, non-governmental agencies, groups of seemingly random scientists and scholars and philosophers, and it really blew my mind. I mean, you've got the GCRinstitute.org, the CSER.org, which is a Center for the Study of Existential Risk. Um, you look this up on Wikipedia and start clicking on the links at the bottom of the page, which, in my opinion, is the only real value of Wikipedia. There is so much information out there, and it's so readily available. There are so many great minds actually working on this issue and these thoughts and these considerations. And really, what it comes down to is singularity. Design our own doom.
Yes, especially if it's going to happen in our lifetime or our kids' lifetime. Yeah, it's probably going to be brought on by us.
Within the next few generations of humans, yeah. Now, once you
It's
start
us.
going past that, is if it didn't happen by then, you start looking at, okay, there might be some more plausible solutions as far as asteroids or celestial bodies hitting us or whatever else. Of course, you've always got the Fermi paradox. If there's so many planets out there that are like Earth, why haven't we heard from the life of them? Have they already blown themselves to bits, or are they so far advanced they're just ignoring us? Or there's a lot of things we can add on to that. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's another topic for another day, I think.
um, so is there anything else you want to bring up, man? We're getting a little long.
Yeah. No. That pretty much covers it. I just wanted to bring up some apocalyptic scenarios, and try to figure out what might end us someday. And I think we covered the subject pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah. And the really important part of this, I mean, we're talking about it. We spent 20 minutes talking about this subject, and of course we're not experts on it. But this is all stuff that we learned within a week and things that we've been considering. And really, what this show mostly is about is opening people's minds and conveying the fact that both Kent and I like to think about random stuff and we like to talk about it. So if there's a scenario that we missed that you thought was particularly prevalent, we do make mistakes. So, or if you just have like a couple of scenarios that you're like, hey, what about this? What if the robots develop Skynet for us, put us into a trance like the Matrix, and then the asteroid comes along and kills all the robots? We wake up from the trance without having any history of it. We've been in the Matrix, you know. And so there's a million different things. But if you got something you would like to throw at us, you can hit us up on Twitter at
Yeah,
Rich.
you can find me at rm_del Noche.
Yeah, yeah. And we're gonna try to throw a little widget on our website, ritualmisery.com, so we can check out your rate beer ratings. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, in the meantime, if you want to check out my beer ratings, go to ratebeer.com and just look up username Del Noche.
Right, right, right. If they want to find me, they can find me at Ethan Kane, like it shows in the little lower third if you're watching the video, and if you're listening to the audio, this would be one of those episodes to watch the video on because it was a very interesting start to the tonight's show. Um, Again, you can follow our show on Twitter at Ritual Misery. Submit ideas to our subreddit, ritualmisery.reddit.com. You can you can email us at podcast@ritualmisery.com. You can find us on our home on the web, ritualmisery.com. You find all kinds of information about us individually, about the show, about where we're going with it. And pretty soon we're going to have an area up there for military members and military spouses, just people with military experience, to throw questions out there and to throw answers on the best ways to combat. It's probably a poor choice of words. Deal with some of the unique situations that our military is put in. I'm really anxious to get that up there, and as soon as I can get a little extra free time, but I'm not trying to fix things that are already screwed up, I'll be able to get that up. Meanwhile, you can call and leave us a voicemail at 567-69-TRMPC. That's 567-698-7672. The music that should be cutting in right about now comes courtesy of Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com. We appreciate you listening. For Kent, for me, for you, this has been your Ritual Misery Podcast.
See ya.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
On the show notes, you need to put a little note in there. Start the music.
Why?
Because you fuck it up every week.
I do not. I get that was perfectly on time this week. Like I hit it right because I know the number 56769TRMPC, and that's when I hit it. I look over at that time and I hit it, and then by the time I come back and start reading the actual 56769877672, I've already hit the button. And then
Okay.
our music comes courtesy. The music that should be cutting in right now, and by then it's about 10 seconds in, and it's actually starting to ramp up. And that's how like tonight was there.
Okay. All right. Because I didn't realize that you'd already pushed it. I thought you were like, oh fuck, the music that should be starting any fucking second now. Click. That's what I thought was happening.
No, as soon as I start going down, the Ritual Misery, the Twitter, the blah 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 blah. As soon as I do that, I reach over and unlock the phone and get it ready.
Gotcha.
So, yep, good show, man.
Yo, yo.
I'm glad we cut out the secondary topics though, because
Yep.
we could have kept going and going and going. We didn't even get into like scenarios, like humorous scenarios that we could have fucking just randomly thought of, like I did on that one.
Yeah.
That was completely off the cuff, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is why I didn't end it very well.
I was gonna cut in and be like, dude, I'm sure you took somebody's idea. I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I had it in my head when you were talking. I completely lost it.
Because you couldn't.
Yeah.
All right. Came in at about 31 minutes tonight,
Yep.
so not bad.
That's the best timing we've ever had, I think.
Yep. And I clearly have enough for the intro and outro.
Yeah, I have no doubts on that.
Go ahead and stop the recording now. I'm going to go ahead and kill the broadcast.
Yeah.
So anybody who's watching this video, thank you and have a good night. Or
See ya.
or have a bad one. If you've had if you're on like the 5th good day in a row, feel free to have a bad day.
Yeah, how about just have your day. Have your day.
Well, what if it's night?
Okay. Well, have a good day tomorrow.
Foretelling the Future by Kent. Kent Stradamus.
Oh, God. That could get bad.
All right. Bye, y'all.